too. In the Bronx, New York, yeah, that's where I was born. Singing, dancing day and night, and oh so strong. In the project, struggling through thick and thin. All I know is when I write, it comes within.
All right. How y'all doing? This is the Arts Reporter, your Arts Reporter, Miss Mimi Johnson, where we focus on arts, entertainment, entrepreneurs, and inspirational life stories. I've got one of my co-hosts here for our Pretty is Pink Breast Cancer Awareness Show, Miss Beth Goodman. How you doing?
Sprinklicious.
I know. Listen, I always miss y'all so much.
Yes.
But you're going to be hanging out with me on Friday.
We'll be in the house.
Yes, and now you have your t-shirt company. That is so beautiful. And I know people see me in my woman t-shirt all the time. Yes. And so I want to talk about that for a couple of minutes.
Okay.
But before we go into that, I want everyone to know that Friday, August 16th, I will be at Our Place Cafe in College Park, Georgia, with my live band. We have gotten such a great response with ticket sales, vendors, advertisers for the playbill. You're one of the advertisers and a vendor. And the way I have just got to humble myself really, really quick and just thank all of you.
Well, you work so hard. You work so hard to help other people, and it's only the right thing to do, because iron sharpens iron, and I'm only my best when you're your best.
Yes.
So we might as well be what? The best.
The best. Sprinklicious.
Sprinklicious. Yes, ma'am.
So look, Thursday I'm doing a really, really short set with my band. My band is called the Triple Threat.
Okay.
Tammy Harper on keys and Marlon Morrow on drums. And we may get to squeeze Rashid Brown in there on bass if he is available. He always tries to really make himself available. Okay. So I'm going to be at Tanqueray Lounge up on Glenwood Road. I'm going to be over there with Miss Pam Flanagan. Now, this was like all of a sudden, like we get a lot of spontaneous, as entertainers, somebody will call us you know, and say, we want you there tomorrow. And of course, as long as everything is good and you taking care of us, of course we will be there.
The flexibility.
Yes, indeed.
Yes.
So so Thursday, August 15th, I'll be at Tanqueray Lounge.
What time?
I'll be there at 7. I think I perform around 7:30, but it's a very short set. So if you don't get if you don't get, I'm only going to perform like for maybe about 20 minutes.
Okay, very short.
Yeah, very short, maybe 30 minutes. But that's to entice people to come to the Friday night show as well.
Right.
And to see 2 wonderful live full sets.
The Triple Threat in full action.
Yes.
Live.
So you can log on to mimijohnsonlive.eventbrite.com, mimijohnsonlive.eventbrite.com. Purchase your tickets. For those who have already purchased, you know, I can't say thank you enough, because in this business, in this game, you know, people think, oh, it's so cute.
Right.
But if you're not filling seats,
that's right,
you're not really doing what you're supposed to be doing as an entrepreneur. You can get on that stage and sing, dance, and act and have a good time all you want.
But if those seats
are not filled, you know, everybody wants to be the next Michael Jackson. Then me myself, between Joan Cartwright and Tina Turner, that's what I want to be when I grow up. You know what I'm saying? But they fill seats. They have people that come and support them and buy tickets.
Absolutely.
So this is what I work on a daily basis on that grind.
The other part of it, Mimi, is that people love you.
Yes, thank you.
At the end of the day, they love you, and they love the gift that you offer through your singing, through your motivation, through the entertainment, through Tartar TV.
Tartar, yeah. And then also look out for me as I play Itsy Bitsy in Anansi What's the Remix. I can't wait to play that role again. Log on to mimijohnson.net where you are. Okay, so let's talk let's talk about your clothing line.
Okay.
I know that there is an inspirational story that comes behind that. So
Absolutely.
first of all, tell everybody where you're from.
Certainly. Hi, everyone. My name is Beth Borden Goodman. I am the founder of Kingdom Clothes, where it's an honor to clothe you in righteousness, as well as the Crystal Clothing Company, where we take your concept or idea and make it crystal clear in clothing. That's new. And I have been in business now 8 years, and we are the next up-and-coming premier fashion line that fuses faith with high fashion.
That's great.
Yes.
I love that. Now, just a little bit about your story, because this is our breast cancer awareness.
Absolutely.
Go.
I'm also a 5-year breast cancer conqueror. I underwent a mastectomy with reconstruction and rounds of chemo, and here I am celebrating life and encouraging others to live life in some wonderful shade of pink every single day.
Yes, and pink is the color of love.
It is.
Self-love.
And you know what? Actually, pink is the color of life.
It is. I love pink.
Yes.
Like every chance I get, I like to wear pink because I like other colors as well. So I try not to overwhelm with green, which is my favorite color ever.
Okay.
Any color, any shade of green.
Okay.
And then pink is next. And I'll mix pink with green.
Oh,
sometimes.
Yes.
Well, I mean, I'm not in any kind of social, nothing like that. No, I just do it because the colors look really good together.
They do, and
so
they do.
so that sorority, they knew what they was doing when they put them two colors together, self-love and money. You can't miss.
Pink, mine are pink and orange, self-love and energy.
Yes, I love orange.
Pink and orange together is something wonderful.
Now, orange is Mark Squared. Mark Squared, one of the studios that I work at a whole lot. And their colors are orange and blue. So colors are extremely important for who we are.
They're significant.
So you're a pink baby.
I am the pink diva.
Yes,
I call myself the premier pink diva.
The premier.
And as the premier pink diva, I travel and share in circles sprinkling pink.
Yes.
And pink is simply points to invoke notice to knowledge. And whatever part of my journey that I can share to help someone along with theirs, I just simply sprinkle it. A lot of times when women are diagnosed and men are diagnosed, they immediately think death. And things begin to crumble, and they begin to submit themselves to the disease as opposed to submitting themselves to be victorious.
Yes.
And it's all a mindset. It is all a mindset. Initially, you have to make the decision, am I going to live or die? And at that moment, you say, I'm going to live. Let's get to living.
That's right.
And so I just share part of my story. I encourage people to live in faith. I encourage women and men that are going through, that are fighting, that this is not the end of the world, and that breast cancer isn't always a death sentence. And we have to understand and realize and take the responsibility of our own.
Yes.
And if you can see someone like myself that has conquered breast cancer and has come through, you too understand that there is a responsibility of managing and checking your girls every month at the same time, because if you're not consistent, you'll never know when something is wrong.
Good.
I love to use the analogy, as women, we communicate with our girls. Hey girl, if somebody's on your mind, girl, oh, she's on my mind. How you doing? The same way you communicate with your girls, communicate with these girls.
Yes.
Find out how
these
they're
are very
doing.
important.
They are very significant.
Yes,
Find
indeed.
out how they're doing. Hey girl, what you up to?
Yes.
You didn't feel like that last week.
Yes.
So that same way that we reach out to our girlfriends, we need to reach out to these girls, because I love to say this, my girls saved my life.
Yes.
My girls saved my life. These girls saved my life because of performing monthly self-examinations consistently since the 11th grade, when I was first had my first lumpectomy. So, and I'm now 45, so it pays off.
Okay.
It pays off. So don't be afraid of your girls. Don't be afraid to know thyself.
Yes.
Become one with thyself.
Yes.
Commune with your girls.
We got to. I know I check myself every day. Every day, because I have a generational from my grandmother to my mother to I, that we get these little lumps underneath.
Fibrocystic breast disease?
No. I don't think it's all that. I just think that because they would have They would have told me that by now. I would have been getting cut on by now.
No, but let me share with you, fibrocystic breast disease is actually when you have very thick, dense, lumpy breasts.
No. Under my arms. Under my arms, yes.
Oh.
So I have learned how to control them by my eating habits. Oh, my grandmother, poor Charlotte. My mother has learned to control it and taught me how to control it. But this is the thing, is that I'm always checking myself.
Yes.
So I know how I feel. I know how everything feels.
Yes.
And then this way, if I see there's something that don't feel right, then I go to go and get myself extra checked.
Absolutely.
Now, we have our teen arts reporters with us, and I especially wanted them to come on to be a part of our show for this week. They're here every week, but this is very important because they must learn that by checking themselves, that doesn't make them like nasty or gaudy. It makes you know that you're checking yourself starting young.
It empowers you. Remember I said I had my first lumpectomy in the 11th grade.
Right.
And so it was because of then that we were able to start paying attention to what's going on. So it's empowering. It is not something to be ashamed of, to be embarrassed about. If your friends are not doing, they're the one that's out of the loop.
Yes. And it is cool to check your boobies. Boop. Okay, so we're going to go to a commercial break. And then I believe we have our other co-host, Michelle Fox. We've got to bring her in. So you're tuned into Pretty is Pink on the Arts Reporter, your Arts Reporter, where we focus on arts, entertainment, entrepreneurs, and inspirational life stories. MimiJohnson.net. Every Wednesday it goes down right here. A shout out to Bird. How you doing? Bird is in the house. Al Burrows for all of your television production needs. He is one of the most wonderful TV engineers that I have worked with. I produce the show, but he is my engineer.
Absolutely.
And when I tell you he is needed, like you produce a show, you need a great engineer to keep it moving while you being over here being cute. Somebody got to be working the media.
Yes.
So ILikeItLive.com. Make sure you get in touch with Al Burrows for your TV show. So we'll be right back right after these messages. Mwah.
Very good.
Hey. Lovely, incredible. Like a dove flying in the sky, and the moon shining in the night. I can see all that we could be. Take my hand and follow me. Oh, I love how you hold me tight. Gotta say that you are right. All I know is I'm with you. Lovely is the word that's true. Lovely when I think of you. Incredible. All I know is you're a dream come true. Incredible. Every day, every night, I feel that you're incredible. In my heart, love is so brand new. God sent you from above, like an angel with wings of love, holding me to the break of dawn. In the night to the early morn, you're my light and my shining star. Loving you for who you are, trusting me as I trust in you. There is nothing we can't do. Lovely when I think of you. Incredible. All I know is you're a dream come true. Music. Nichelle Fox bought me. Oh, yummy.
She just couldn't wait.
I couldn't. This is Small Cakes. It is.
Small Cakes is a very quaint, it's a franchise, but the one that I go to is Small Cakes Cupcakery in Marietta. And I love Lori, and she does a wonderful job. Her cupcakes are fantastic. You need to stop by, get some. They're all over, but if you're in Marietta, go to the one on Dallas Highway.
And it's Small Cupcakes.
Cupcakery. Don't you wait.
Wait.
Give her a second. How is everybody doing out there? Do you need some water?
I do.
Can we get a cup with some water for her?
It's good. I don't want to die on TV.
You're not going to die on TV. It just went down the wrong way.
Yeah.
It just went down the wrong way.
Give
Here we
water.
go. Yes. You know this is live. It could not be taped. It could not be pre-recorded. This is live,
It
okay?
doesn't get any redder than this.
Are you okay?
The sugar.
Hands up. Yeah, there you go.
Talk.
Okay. It's nice to see you. I'm so glad you all have decided to tune in for yet another episode of Pretty is Pink. We are winding down and we are getting close to October. So I hope you all have been checking the girls, as our fantastic previous guest, Beth, has stated to you. It's very, very important. Tonight I have a couple of things just to update you with. We have a phenomenal co-partnership with Macy's. Macy's is sponsoring Community Give Back Day. It's something that they do nationwide, and here in Atlanta, Macy's Community Give Back Day is August 24th.
Yes.
What it is I have these passes, and the pass is $5. What the pass does is it entitles you to 25% off everything that's in the store, clearance, sale, and regular price items. If you decide that you want to get something in electronics or electrical, you can get 10% off those items, sale, regular, or clearance. So tonight I'm challenging you to purchase a savings pass for $5, and each purchase a donation of $5 to my 3-day website.
Yeah.
You'll be entered to win this fantastic pouch, and it comes in multiple colors, but this is the one that I'm showing you as a sample. You can get your own. You'll be entered into a raffle to win it, and this is great for carrying your toiletries, your jewelry, if you're on the go. Everything fits in here.
Makeup.
Makeup, great for makeup, because the fabric that's on the inside, get out of here, it's washable. You can wipe it down.
Yes.
Okay, so get online, make your $5 donation, get your savings pass, and be entered in the raffle to win a fantastic pouch. That's by none other than Stella and Dot, which is what I'm wearing tonight. We have a couple walks that are coming up. There is a walk in September 28th. It's called Miles for Mammograms, and that's being done by East West Connector Church. If you are in Cobb County, come out, participate. If you can't walk, it's a short walk. I think it's a 5K. If you can't come out and walk, then come out, because there'll be vendors later on. It's an all-day affair, and it's free. All you have to do is register to walk. There's a fee to register to walk, but other than that, the activities and everything that's taking place afterwards, it's free. So come out, support, and help every woman that's out there, men as well, get a mammogram. We can't do it without your support.
Right.
There is another event that's coming up, and that's in October, and that's being done by, let me get it right, I think it's Artisan 360 with Renata Brown.
Okay.
So she's doing a whole weekend in October to support breast cancer. She's going to have a book fair where vendors will be out with their books. She's going to have a walk also that's free. I believe it's free. It's in Stone Mountain. It's just a gathering of people that want to come out and walk and show their support.
Yes.
And there's also going to be Friday night, I believe, is entertainment, where they'll have spoken word artists, they'll have performers. So come out, support. Everything is on the website, so take a look and do what you can do and have a good time while you're doing it. And
Okay.
of course, you know, check the girls, make sure everybody is good, and walk. If you can get out and walk, not for a major event, just for your own self-health. Just get out and walk and have a good time while you're doing it.
Great. We're going to go to a commercial break, and then we're going to be back with Jasmine Wells, our teen arts reporter, and introduce our new teen arts reporter, Dabria.
Oh, we have two of them now.
And we're going to talk about breast cancer and what it means to you. So we'll be back right after these messages.
If you give me some time, I'll make you mine. You are so divine. You make me shine. And every time I'm with you, my heart starts racing. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Every day I think of you. Known you since 1999 is true. Since the first time I caught a glance of you, tall, dark, chocolate fine. Ooh, I would love to take you to a paradise, hold you in my arms, make everything alright. Though we've been friends for a long, long time, hopeful one day that I'll make you mine. If you give me some time, I'll make you mine. You are so divine. You make me shine. And every time I'm with you, my heart's racing. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I can't help this feeling that I got for you. And your music shows that your heart is true. I will wait forever till eternity, just to hear those 3 words from you to me.
I love
Wrap you in my soul and give you all my love. God has sent your precious life from above. I can't think of anything I'd rather do than to go platinum to the Grammys with Don't stop giving love, baby. I won't stop giving love. Don't stop giving love, baby. I won't stop giving love. I've been looking and I've been searching for the perfect one that needs to fulfill me. But I'm not worried at all. I'm never out of time. No time for games, no different names. I plan for everything to be the same. And it's a shame why people hurt you in different ways. So I can't let that get me down, no. Don't stop giving love, baby. I won't stop giving love. Don't stop giving love, baby. I won't stop
All right, you are tuned into the Arts Reporter, your arts reporter, Ms. Mimi Johnson, where we focus on arts, entertainment, entrepreneurs, and inspirational life stories. Sorry for the cough attack, the sugar, I'm still feeling the wrath. We want to give a shout out to KWA in Jacksonville. Thank you so much. We really appreciate sugar.
Yes, we do.
We really appreciate everybody for, viewing and coming out to our shows.
Yes.
Pretty as Pink on Tar TV. You're going to give some statistics, and then we want to, we got to introduce Dabria. Hi. Dabria, tell everyone who you are, girl.
Hi, I'm Dabria. I'm 12 years old, and I go to Inman Middle. I was thingamajigger in the carousel, and Spider was my castmate.
Yes. And now you are
the teen arts reporter.
Good. And
I'm Jasmine Wells. I'm 13 years old, and I am teen arts reporter too.
Yes, yes. And y'all know who I'm at, where I'm at, who I am. And then
okay, so we have Michelle of Fox's Trotters, and you're a very passionate advocate, supporter, and walker.
Yes.
That is I.
Let's do a little bit of statistics here.
Okay, well, we can start with what is most commonly known, that 1 in 8 women will receive a breast cancer diagnosis. Every 69 seconds, a woman gets a diagnosis. Every 2 minutes in the United States, a woman passes away from breast cancer. Here in Atlanta, for some reason, we have a higher rate of breast cancer. And typically, Caucasian women have a higher rate of a diagnosis, and African American women have a higher rate of decease. They die faster. And we're not quite sure why. I don't know if it's because we're not utilizing the resources. We're not acknowledging the fact that we need to go. We're not checking. We're not getting mammograms. I'm not exactly sure what it is, which is why I'm so passionate about it and speaking to people about making sure that you get a mammogram, making sure that you are checking your breast. There are resources available for you if you do not have health insurance or you don't think that you can afford a mammogram. So your job is to take advantage of those resources. If you're not familiar with them, please send me an email, tag me on Facebook, and I will get that information to you. Many women are not aware that you can get breast cancer, and who is a target? Anyone that is a woman, anyone that is of childbearing age, anyone that has already had children. Unfortunately, the age for breast cancer diagnosis is younger and younger. So there are young ladies that are in their 20s that are receiving diagnosis, that have not begun to have families, that have not begun to live their lives or fulfill their dreams, and they're receiving a diagnosis. So no one is excluded. All that you can do is be aware, stay alert so you can stay alive. What do you all feel about that?
I think it is important as young as we are to even check. Because, some people think, no, you guys are too young, you're probably not going to get it. But like you said, the age is getting younger and lower. So it's very important to do it no matter how young you are, as long as, we keep checking, we stay involved, we do whatever we need to do to make sure that we don't get that type of diagnosis. Whatever we need to do to stay healthy, we have to take that action.
And what are you feeling?
Definitely. I think that even the younger ones, like you said, even like she said, the diagnoses are really getting young. So I feel like the adults should kind of teach their children, you need to learn. You need to learn how to check yourself. It's not going to be lame or, nasty, but it's just important.
And it's called being informed. And that's another thing that I focus on is the communication factor. That we as adults and our elders, we need to have that communication, because a lot of times if you don't know that there is a family history or that someone else has had it, and it doesn't mean that breast cancer has to be hereditary, because someone always has to be first. So you need to know if there is already a first. If there isn't a first, then maybe as a family, this is something that you all can talk about, you all can start to do on a regular basis, and without getting into graphics. We as women have our cycles, so if you talk about that, then you can add breast cancer to the conversation, or your breast health. Add that to the conversations when you're asking questions of your parents, or if you're talking to your friends. Be informed, so maybe if they ask you questions, you have some information that you can give them, or you can direct them to a resource excuse me, where they can get the correct information. That's also important, that if you're sharing information, at least have the resources and know that your information is valid.
Yeah, I have a question. So if some people can't go out and walk, is there any online resources that they can use to help donate, or their time or money?
Yes. Support is not just in a monetary factor. Support is spreading the word. Support is sharing the information that you glean from the show or online with other people that you know. So if these two young ladies go to school and they start talking to their peers about it, that's giving support, because now you're widening the circle of knowledge to people who are becoming informed that didn't know. If people want to make donations, of course, they can go online. As a 3-day walker and an ambassador, that's part of my responsibility, is to give information, let people know what they can do to support us. My webpage is the3day.org/go to/Nichelle Fox. If you'd like to make a donation, all donations are tax deductible, and you can get a receipt immediately. Your donation can be as little as that $5 is a donation, and you have contributed and you've shown your support. We do all types of fundraisers, and it doesn't have to be vast amounts of money, because every penny counts.
Yeah.
All of it counts. Kids can participate. In the 3-day, they've started a teen line, a young women's walk, where they walk for a shorter segment, but they're out there and they're training and they're supporting and they're spreading awareness and sharing that information amongst their peers. So if we start younger and younger, then we'll have a larger group of informed young women, and that's very important as well.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. We'll be back right after these messages. You're watching The Arts Reporter, your Arts Reporter, where we focus on arts, entertainment, entrepreneurs, and inspirational life stories. We'll be back after these messages.
Woo, very good.
If you give me some time, I'll make you mine. You are so divine, you make me shine. And every time I'm with you, my heart starts racing. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Every day I think of you. Known you since 1999, is true. Since the first time I caught a glance of you, tall, dark, chocolate fine. Ooh, I would love to take you to a paradise, hold you in my arms, make everything alright. Though we've been friends for a long, long time, hopeful one day that I'll make you mine. If you give me some time, I'll make you mine. You are so divine, you make me shine. And every time I'm with you, my heart starts racing. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I can't help this feeling that I got for you. And your music shows that your heart is true. I will wait forever till eternity, just to hear those 3 words from you to me.
I love you.
Wrap you in my soul and give you all my love. God has sent your precious life from above. I can't think of anything I'd rather do than
Welcome to Mark Square Studios, where we offer great prices and outstanding accommodations in one convenient location.
Hot studio. Make sure you do that.
Fashion photographers and filmmakers now have an ideal space for professional in-studio shoots. So photographers and filmmakers, sign up now and unbox your Mark Square membership today. Welcome to Mark Square Studios.
Hi, and we're back. Thank you for joining us on MimiJohnson.net at The Arts Reporter here for our show, Pretty as Pink. Tonight, we're going to welcome our two fantastic guests. We have Angie. Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Angie.
And this is De Haviland,
Hi.
our 102-day breast cancer survivor.
Hey.
So tonight, this is our feature part of the show where our lovely guests, our supportive and strong women, get to share their stories and give you a little bit of insight into what their journey has been like. Angie?
Hi, my name is Angela Marion, but on Facebook I'm Angie Overcomer Marion, and I'm a 4-year survivor. Got diagnosed April 2009, and breast cancer. It was kind of hard, but it was pretty easy. And I always tell people that it's not that bad like people think it is. Getting diagnosed is like a shock, but you can overcome anything that comes your way. And that's just one of the hurdles God give us in our life that we have to overcome. And we just keep on moving.
Well, when you got your diagnosis, what type of breast cancer did you have?
I had 2 types. I had ductal and lobar in my right breast, and found it out myself. And on April the 28th, went to the doctor. They did a biopsy that same day. That same day they called me and told me I had breast cancer. And I went through chemo, and then months after that I had a bilateral mastectomy with reconstruction. But in the midst of going through the chemo and the breast cancer, I lost a son, 18 years old, in the midst of all of this. But overcame that, still smiling. Just
Congratulations.
Yes.
Let me ask you, when you say you found the lump, you did a self-exam? Is that how you found the lump?
found it in the shower, do my breast exam, and the strange thing was I had like a little mosquito bite on my breast. And I'm sitting there like, well, how a mosquito bite me on my breast right there, you know? So I said, well, let me go ahead and do my breast exam. And when I checked, and it was like up under my breast where it's hard to find. My surgeon couldn't believe I found this not because it was smaller than my fingernail.
Wow.
Inside my breast. And next day went to work. I work at the doctor's office, and I got one of the physicians to check my breast for me, and she called downstairs. That's the good thing about working in the doctor's office, you always get the hookup. She called one of the surgeon, and he like tell her to come on down. So I went on down and stuff. And prior to me getting diagnosed with breast cancer, I had a cousin who died not even a year before that. Wow. At the age of 32 from breast cancer, and she got diagnosed at the age of 29.
Wow.
So, and I got diagnosed a couple of days before my 40th birthday.
Okay.
And going back to work, everything nice, smooth. And I was sitting at my desk, and the girls up front said the doctor was on the phone. I was like, this is not good. The doctor called me on my job for me to come to his office that same day. In my mind, I already knew what it was. So when I went there, he told me, and one of my other co-workers, she went with me, and haven't stopped since then. I'm still going. So.
And how do you feel now, and what are you doing to protect yourself, to share your story? What are you doing?
I use Facebook as my outlook.
Yes,
you know,
you
like
do.
I met a lot of breast cancer survivors on Facebook, and we lost some along the way. Some, breast cancer people did die, but it seems like the more I reach out and want to talk and let them know, even like the ones who have never got diagnosed with breast cancer, check the tatas.
Yes.
Check them, because if you don't check them, you don't know. And if you find a lump, don't get scared. Go to the doctor right then, like the first available appointment they can give you, you go. Don't sit there and wait, because more than likely, if the more you wait, the outcome is not good.
Right.
You have to go and get checked.
And I think that speaks volumes to the high percentage rate of how African American women are dying at a higher rate than any other race, because we become so intimidated and embarrassed about going to the doctors, finding out what's happening, and when we do go, we are being diagnosed at later stages. Mm-hmm. When you found a lump and you said, oh, I'm going to ignore it, I'm not going to do anything about it, that was stage one. And when you go on, you don't know how quickly the cancer cells are ganging up on the other healthier cells, because that's ultimately what cancer does. Each person in existence has cancer cells in them. We all have them, men and women, and somewhere down the line the cancer cells kind of form their own gang, if you will, and they fire up each other and they get other healthy cells to come in, and that's how the cancer builds, and that's how it begins to take over. So what you have to do is realize that when this is happening, pay attention. It is so significant when you feel something different, because if we can catch it at stage 0 as opposed to stage 4, it will save your life and prolong you being here with us. And as a direct result of sharing your story and caring and not being embarrassed about being diagnosed, we have de Havilland here, who is, I've known de Havilland for decades. And when she was diagnosed, she called me and shared the diagnosis with me. And we have a very jovial, loving relationship, and we kind of jug at each other with different things. And so when she called and said she had breast cancer, I said, yeah, whatever. And she was like, no, seriously. And I said, for real? And she said, yeah. And from then, here we have Miss de Havilland. 102 days later, kicking tail and taking names. One moment.
Welcome. Tell us your story. How did you get your diagnosis? How did you find it? What happened?
In my mind and to myself, I'm a size 6. So I look at myself every morning in the mirror.
Yes.
So I check myself, and I noticed that my right breast looked different from my left breast.
Okay.
And it was red. It had a orangey pitted look to it. And I had a large mass at the top, and it was hard, and it was kind of sore a little bit. I ignored it. It was like on a Wednesday. I ignored it. I said, well, maybe I slept wrong. Well, by that Saturday, I came out from my room. I love to walk around the house with no clothes on. So I came out my room, and I asked my mom, I said, look at my breasts. Do they look different to you? She was reading a cookbook, and she said, no. I said, you're not even looking. Well, my nosy daughter was like, well, can I look? Can I feel it? And so I was like, yeah. So she's like, oh, it's hard. And so my mom was like, well, you know, when you were a teenager, you had fibrocystic breast. So it's probably that. Just go get checked out. So I called and made an appointment. Of course, you can't get right in. So I think I had an appointment like 2 weeks out. Went to the doctor on the 26th of October. And he sent me out to Northside to get a diagnostic mammogram, sonogram, all of that, biopsy. And Halloween, I was diagnosed with inflammatory breast cancer and ductal carcinoma.
And what was your first reaction?
My first reaction was when the radiologist told me that I had breast cancer. I asked her, the first question I asked her, I said, am I curable? And she said, yes. I said, well, I know a man that sits high and look low. I said, so I can't worry about this. can you tell my mom for me, because I can't tell her. And she told my mom, and took my mom about 2 or 3 days, because I'm her only child, to get herself back together. I said, we're a praying family. I said, so I'm not worried about that. And I've been going ever since. Haven't missed a day of work or anything.
What would you say is, or what would you say has been the most instrumental thing to keep you focused and encouraged?
I think my mom and my daughter. My daughter fed off of how I was feeling. So that and blogging on Facebook. I have a Facebook page called Team to Have One, and it's just wide open. I got pictures of my chest. I have pictures because I don't have any boobs
yet.
I'm still debating if I'm gonna get some.
All right. Options. We have options.
But I don't have any. Well, there are pictures of that, and so many women have said that they like the fact that I've been so bold through my journey on Facebook, and how I've shared so much with them my whole walk through. Some of them said they didn't know what a mastectomy looked like. Now they know what a mastectomy looked like. And they were just like, you're not ashamed? No. Why am I ashamed? I'm alive.
Right. Yes,
I have no reason to be ashamed.
If you could share some words of wisdom for someone that is in the fight right now, someone that is watching, someone that someone knows that they can share this information with, what would you say to them?
Laugh all the way through it. I laughed the whole way.
Yes.
I mean, I laughed. Laughter is medicine.
Yes, it is.
And I made jokes. I'll just say laugh, stay upbeat. Attitude is 99.9% of the journey.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I never gave into it, so you can't give into it. No. So I say laugh.
I mean, what better source could you have? Both of these women are a testimony, and they are proof that a diagnosis is not, and it doesn't have to be, a death sentence.
Absolutely.
You can beat it.
Yes.
You can win. You can be victorious. You can overcome it. It's up to you. You have to be in control and proactive. You get a diagnosis. Now what are you going to do about it? You have the diagnosis. The diagnosis doesn't have you. So you have to be forthright and say, I'm going to take these steps. Get your information. If you need to have more than one consultation, then that's what you do.
Absolutely.
They've both stated many of the things that I say to women all the time. Don't be afraid. Acknowledge it. Check it as soon as you get it. I say all the time, you can't always get an appointment when you want it. It's going to take a minute.
Absolutely.
So that means in the interim, before you get your official mammogram, check your cells. We'll be right back for after these commercials. Thank you very much, everybody. You're doing very, very well.
Tired of all the quick romance and one night stands, I'm through. I'm tired of waking up alone in this empty home, I'm through. I'm tired of moving on to the next just for the sex, I'm through. I'm tired of remembering names, I'm ready to change, I'm through. I'm ready to settle down. Time to come out these streets, I'm ready to settle down. Get into you and me, baby, I'm ready now to make you family. Ready to settle down with you. Time to get rid of the coupe, get something with room for you. Delete some Facebook friends, turn my player card in for you. Baby, no more games, throw the playbook away for you. Ready to take a knee and run out the clock, I do. I'm ready to settle down. It's time to come out these streets. I'm ready to settle down. Get into you and me, baby, I'm ready now to I'm ready to settle down. Yeah, into you and me. Baby, I'm ready now to make you family. Ready to settle down with you.
Y'all can laugh at me. I'm here. I'm okay. The sugar and I guess my throat was dry with the lights and everything, and it's just a dry air. If you know about studio and television studio, it's very dry. The lighting, there's a lot of tech, media going on. So between all of that and the sugar, now the cupcake was wonderful, by the way. The cupcake was wonderful, so don't get it twisted. It was that I intook too much sugar. Too much sugar at one time. But I'm okay. Thank you, Eva the Diva, Bird, BYNK, and everyone that's with us. I am just fine. I just had a sugar coughing attack.
Yeah.
But I'm good. So now you had a question about what is the procedure.
My question was as far as trying to find if you do check yourself regularly and you do find anything suspicious, like do you just go to your local doctor's office or do you have to go to a specific facility to get them checked out?
Right. So what will happen is that you go to your doctor, and if your doctor, you get a regular exam. And if your doctor sees something or feels something that is abnormal, they will set up an appointment for you to go and get checked further by a specialist. So that's what Nichelle Fox told us. Yeah. So how you feeling, Steve? When you think about these, the people, the extraordinary people that come on our show and tell their stories.
It is extraordinary, especially to see the survivors and the conquerors. Most people know what I do for a living, and I cannot stress enough, and just case in point, my case today, 23-year-old mother and wife, her husband detected the lump, and she said, well, just from playing with the kids, I think I might have knocked it.
Oh.
Well, it never went away.
Okay.
She went to Grady, and this is what I think discourages a lot of black women. She went to Grady and sat down there 17 hours and didn't get seen. She got impatient. She left. She went to Southern Regional, and which is now I think part of Atlanta Medical Center. And she sat down there for hours, and she just went home, and she more or less dismissed it.
Okay.
Within
which
8
we
months,
cannot do.
Within 8 months, she passed away 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Metastatic breast cancer. 23 years old. So, I mean, women, it's common sense. When you start coughing, you start sneezing, you feel a little warm, common sense tells you get up, go to the bathroom, go in the medicine cabinet, get some NyQuil. You fall down, you hurt yourself, you get a Band-Aid. You can't put a Band-Aid on this.
Right.
When you feel something that's not normal, you know it's not supposed to be there, call, make an appointment, get yourself checked. If you can't check yourself, have your spouse check you, have your partner check you, your mother. Have somebody check you to feel for abnormal, something that's not normal.
Yeah, abnormal. Let me ask you, Jazz, have you ever checked yourself as a teenager? Did you ever think about checking yourself to see if you had any kind of lumps or anything that was abnormal?
Honestly, I haven't done it very much lately. My doctor, whenever I go to the doctor to get physicals, she checks me.
Okay.
But I think now hearing these stories and hearing about these people, I think it's very important to get checked and check yourself as often as you can.
Because I check myself every day. I stand up and check myself, and then when I lay down, I check myself as well, because you're in different positions. And in the shower, as I'm washing myself, I check myself as well. And so what about you, Dabria? What's your feeling and intake about just touching yourself and checking yourself for something that may not be what you're used to feeling, you know, because I know it's a little awkward because you're teenagers, but if we get you now to do this now, then you'll always know what you feel like as you're growing up. And then if something happens and you feel something that's abnormal, then you can say, hey, I've been checking myself and this is not right.
This is new.
So how you feel about that?
Be comfortable with your body. You should definitely know yourself. So if you do feel something, you should automatically know who to go to, when to go there, and how to do it.
Yes. And then Nichelle Fox is also going to give us a website or two, but you can definitely log on to the3day.org/go/Nichelle Fox. Yay! And I didn't even have to write that down. Make sure that you join us. We're going to go to a quick commercial break, and then we want everyone to come back on for maybe just about a minute because we are running out of time. We had such a wonderful time. The young ladies that told their stories are inspirations to us as human beings. And when Nichelle Fox and Beth Goodman bring these wonderful, fantastic human beings on to tell their story and how fabulously they overcome it, it makes us feel inspired that we know that if this happens to us, there is life after cancer. Yes. There is life after breast cancer. There is life after the diagnosis. And this inspiration is really important for me to understand as 47 years old, my teens to understand as young babies, teens, and also for men like yourself to know, you know, because we think that just like the young lady said, that's it, my life is gone, my life, you know. No, she didn't think that way. She kept laughing and she kept moving and she did what needed to be done to take care of herself. Of course, family support, I'm sure. So look, we're going to go to a really short commercial break. We'll be back right after these messages. You're logged on to mimijohnson.net, the Arts Reporter, your arts reporter, where we focus on arts, entertainment, entrepreneurs, and inspirational life stories. Don't forget August 16th, like most of my people are going to be, we're all going to just be there having so much fun with my live band, The Triple Threat, at Our Place Cafe. Showtime at 7 p.m. Steve will be taking pictures. Yay. Nichelle Fox will be there with her vending. Also, Beth will be there with her vending.
I'll be the opening act.
Jasmine is going to, if you ever saw her perform her guitar, you gotta go back like what? I think like 2 or 3 episodes.
It was in July. It was towards the end of July.
Okay,
so it's in there.
Yeah,
I was wearing black and white stripes. It was a nice outfit.
Yeah, it was. And so we are performing and having a great time. And so August 16th, Our Place Cafe, Mimi Johnson live.eventbrite.com. So we'll be right back right after this very short message.
Very short.
blood. It's all vessel. We're vessels. And hey y'all. And so, you know, like Jasmine, our teen arts reporter, was saying, we're so coordinated. Because we belong together. And it didn't matter what colors we had on. Of course, I let everyone know to please wear pink because that's our color. That's me and Beth and Michelle and probably everybody's color all the time. Even Steve will like wear pink. He wore pink the other day. Like just said, I want to wear pink. So yeah.
We're changing them slowly but surely.
Oh no.
Men wear pink.
Real men do wear pink.
Right.
Yeah. So Dabria, let's close out. Go ahead and say something real quick to our fans.
All right. Definitely donate and support to breast cancer awareness. And you can find pretty much all of us on Facebook.
Yes.
And they're going to tag their names and info in case you want to contact them. So, go ahead.
Yes.
Stay positive. Stay encouraged. If you're going through it, like they said, just smile. Attitude makes life so much better.
Yes.
And I'm learning that as a teenager now. So, just live your life and love people, love God, love everybody.
Yes. Mr. Whitfield.
Now, laughter is the best medicine.
Yes,
Get yourself checked. Defeat the beast. Men, you too. We do have breast tissue. Okay?
Yes.
Defeat the beast. Get yourself checked.
Yes. Miss Beth.
We invite you to come out to a breast cancer survivor tour and conference on Saturday, August 31st at Ebenezer Baptist Church, sponsored by Sisters Network, Inc., which is the only national African-American breast cancer survivorship organization in the nation. Visit sistersnetworkinc.org.
Okay. And Miss Lady. What's your name?
De Haviland.
De Haviland. Wow, there's nobody else named that. De Haviland.
Right. It is important to get yourself checked. Know your body.
Yes.
Love your body. You can find my page, Team De Haviland. That's DEHAVILLYN. Team De Haviland.
Okay. Mr. Shaw.
Come out, support us, do what you can, talk to your neighbors, talk to your sisters, talk to everybody, share the information, and of course, I'm on Facebook, Fox's Trotters, or Nichelle Fox. We love you.
And just keep the faith, stay positive, everything will be all right. And you can look at me on Facebook, look me up, Angie Overcomer, Marion.
With the beautiful hair.
Thank you.
Girl, I want to play in that hair. I will do a 2-strand twist on that and take it out. She would be like my big baby doll. Oh, wow. Pretty is Pink. We are here, I think October 2nd, we have our next show for Pretty is Pink. We will all just be in love with each other. I want everyone to please log on to mimijohnson.net. Reach all of us at Facebook. All of these are my friends at Facebook. So all you have to do is just find us. We are there, Mimi Johnson, DOTNET.net. I make it real easy for people. Okay. So with that being said, we love you so much. You're tuned into the Arts Reporter, Your Arts Reporter, where we focus on arts, entertainment, entrepreneurs, and inspirational life stories on Pretty is Pink breast cancer awareness. Be aware. Check yourself. Don't be afraid. And on 3, we're going to say tar-tar. 1, 2, 3. Tar-tar!
Love do it again and again.